Let's try an exam style question. First thing is, what are you asked to do in this question? Well, if you read it, it's about the nuclear model of the atom and comparing two different particles, two different models, the nuclear model and the plum pudding model. The key word here is compare. When we are talking about comparison, you need to talk about similarities as well as differences. So make sure that you use a comparative language, like this model has this while the other one doesn't. Otherwise, you don't get the marks. If you haven't got your answer yet, pause the video, write it down until you're ready. You're ready for the correction, which I'll give to you now. It's 4 marks, this question. We could say, I'm going to set it up as a table because at the end you can just put it into words more easily. So nuclear model compared to the plum pudding model. M stands for model, okay? To compare it, you need to discuss the same point. For example, the nuclear model, we know that the positive charge is in the nucleus. This would not give you the mark. But if you say that the plum pudding model, the charge either doesn't have a nucleus, or you could say that the positive charge is spread out. We can put that down in a sentence and this will be your mark. In the nuclear model, the positive charge is in the nucleus, while in the plum pudding model, the positive charge is spread out or is spread over like on the whole atom. What else do we know? You could even simply say that, well, the nuclear model has a nucleus while the plum pudding doesn't. That's a valid mark relative again to the nucleus. We could say the mass is in the nucleus. What would be the comparative point? The mass spread over the whole atom. What else do we know about the nuclear model? That it's most empty space. Because we know that the mass is in the nucleus, yeah, while the orbitals, they are empty space, yeah? And if we say that, well, here, how do we compare it? Don't leave it out, just say simply there is not. In fact, there is not. Empty space. What else can we compare? Well, we could say where the electrons are. Electrons are in shells outside or around the nucleus. Plum pudding model, the electrons are spread throughout the whole sphere. Easy to lose marks if you don't use comparative languages, but I would say those are the key points. Actually, those are all differences. What similarities could we say? As you can see, it's just 4 marks, so you just need to get like a few points of this, like maybe 2 points if you use comparative languages. What similarities could be mentioned? Well, both, they have positive charge. Yeah. Both models show the electrons somewhere. But what else do they have similar? Let me write it here. Both have electrons. Both have positive charge. Neither of them, so wrong wording, neither of them do something. Predict the neutrons. Neither predict, well, the existence, let's say, neither of them predicts the presence of the neutrons. So this is to say that comparisons would be similarities and differences. There are plenty of differences, so they're easier to spot, and you can just write it down in a comparative languages, and then you can guarantee the 4 marks. Otherwise, think carefully about the similarities because they may not be as straightforward, to guess as it seems.